All right. Group A. Group A. NIP, Sonics, Empire, Sandbox, and M&M. Clear favorite of this group is NIP, obviously. Everyone agrees with that. That's not a hot take. I do think this is Sonic's best chance to get out of groups. One, I think Empire is actually a really good matchup for them. I think Empire typically plays some like very standard, you know, pretty predictable Siege, I'd say. They play it very well, but it is, you know, you kind of know what's happening, and I think Sonics will do well with that. Sandbox, maybe a bit more of a struggle for them, but I do think Sandbox has a limited map pool, so I think maybe Sonic's going to abuse that and it'll be okay. M&M, I don't know as much about M&M, but they did look very good in the quals, and I've scrimmed them a couple times, and they were definitely impressive. I would favor, honestly, M&M, Empire, Sonics, and NIP to get out of this group, but I do think Sandbox can make things happen. Why does wait? Is that Sam? Yeah, that's Sandbox, right? I don't know why they have the Latam logo. That's a good fucking question. How has this not been updated? How did they not delete the tweet and update the overlay? Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I don't think A's like the craziest group, but I do think it's probably a bit harder to predict just because like I don't know, Empire we haven't seen in a while. I feel like their gameplay does tend to like change a lot over time. I feel like wait, they reply with the oh, did they? Unlucky. A lot of new matchups. That is very true. That's very true. I don't think we've ever seen Sonics play Empire, right? Obviously, Sandbox and M&M no. They have played NIP. Empire's played NIP, but NIP hasn't played Sandbox or M&M. I don't wait. Have they played Sandbox? I don't think they have. Maybe they did a long time ago and I don't remember. Some of the most fun-looking groups. I agree. I'm pretty fucking excited about them. I do think they're really good groups. But I also think that's just like I think every SI the matchups get better and better because teams are getting better and better. You know, there's more competitive teams. Also, there's 20 teams at SI the last two times, right? As opposed to 16 at previous ones. So I do think it's only gotten better and better. But anyways, yeah, I'd say I would predict that all but Sandbox make it out of this group. I have clear favorite NIP for first place in it. Outside of that, though, honestly, I have a hard time predicting it. Honestly, my hot take: M&M second in this group. M&M finishes second. Group B. This group is a fucking hell in a cell. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen here. I actually have no idea. No idea. Oh, also a little thing. Like I said, I think Sandbox's map pool struggles a bit more compared to these other teams. And since groups are best of three, I do think that could punish them. But we will see. Also, their map pool could have improved since I last saw. So that's hard to say. Group B, I don't know, man. I'm not making a fucking prediction here. Sorry, but I'm not. Like, there's just nothing to predict. I don't fucking know. All these teams are really fucking good. Rogue is like also just Rogue and Cyclops both have a very I feel like a very difficult playstyle to play against. I do think a team like FaZe probably deals with it the best just because you know, I feel like they're almost like masters of that scrappy playstyle. Um SSG I think has gotten better and better at it. I think Liquid actually they usually tend to struggle domestically. Although that being said, with their new lineup, they did win. I don't even know what it's called. They won fucking LATAM finals. BR6. I don't know. There's another name that I'm thinking of. I don't know. They won it. You know what I'm talking about, okay? They won it. Copa Elite. They won Copa Elite. Thank you. Thank you. Very hard to predict, I think. FaZe will probably deal with like the Cyclops and Rogue playstyle more. Maybe not Cyclops though. Cyclops might be different enough where they tend to use like meta ops like Monty and Glaz and stuff like that. that might mix it up enough. Also hard to say, though. Also hard to say, again, with maybe best of 3 punishing Cyclops a bit more. I'm not sure, though. But yeah, this group will be a lot of fun to watch, I think. I think this group will be a lot of fun to watch. Group C, fucking Mickey Mouse, I'm biased group, so I can't really say shit. BDS, obviously, they come into every tournament with, you know, a lot of hype behind them. Elevate, I mean, they finally get to have an international showing, so, you know, that's exciting. I don't know enough about them. I mean, I know stuff about them, but, you know, also, it's my fucking group, man. Like, what can I say? Also, Mickey Mouse fucking NA qual spot that I can't watch VODs yet for. And Furia, who has been at every major event this year and has played well at every single one, to be honest. So, yeah, Group C. TSM? Maybe. Who knows, man? We don't know this. We don't know this. I still think PB can make a run. I also think Mirage can be scary when they're fucking rolling. So who the fuck knows? Group D. We flew through Group C. There's not much to say, man. Like, I'm in the fucking group. I can't say anything. Group D, though, Team 1. I mean, they've been at every event as well, like Furia, and they've performed really well at all of them. I guess you could say they like maybe disappointed a little bit at Sweden, but I don't even think so. I think that like the Mexico Major, like they had a crazy fucking run there, but like at the end of the day, like I think the competition's so close that you can't even beat them up for the Sweden Major. The Sweden major finish. OXG, you know, finally playing with their full roster. Also playing against some. I think this will be really exciting. You know, seeing Team 1 against Damwon, OXG against Damwon. Also Navi just getting to see more international performances from them. I think they're always a fun team to watch. And then the last spot, I am predicting this will be MIBR that takes this spot, which honestly will make this group even fucking crazier. And at that point, I don't know who the fuck's gonna make it out. But I'm excited. I'm always excited to watch Damwon. Everyone's always excited to watch Damwon, though. Everyone is. Everyone is. Yeah. There's the groups.
Invitationals prediction top 3. Oh, fuck. Somebody at DC wants me to make a tier list for invitationals. Like, what team is in what tier? I don't know what the fuck to do about that. I actually don't know how to rank teams. Like, I'm thinking, and I'm just like, good question. Who the fuck is supposed to go where? But I'm thinking right now, top 3. Fuck. Latam. Does any EU or any team make it to top 3? Probably, yeah. It would have to. It would have to. Top 4, there's 2 Latin teams, maybe, right? Top 4. Who's top from NA and EU? I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, in a way, BDS is probably gonna do good, but then BDS never does good internationally, so they're probably not gonna do good anyway. It's so hard. It's more like a guessing game, I feel like. Yeah, just get a hat with names. Yeah, be like, oh, first place this guy, second place, like, that's what it feels like. Like, I truly don't know. How about Empire? Got a feeling gonna be wrecking teams? No. I think both Empire and Virtus Pro are gonna make roster changes after Invite, because Hellraisers disbanded. Now, Hellraisers, there is no reason for them to, Russian team, there is no reason for them to disband unless it means they lost players. What other teams could pick up Hellraiser players? Only Virtus Pro or Empire. I think both Empire and Virtus Pro are gonna make roster changes, at least 1 or 2 on both teams. Which makes sense as to why Hellraisers disbanded. And based off that, I don't think Empire is in a comfortable position to expect that they will do good either. So, yeah. Who gets knocked out in groups, Senna? I don't know. I truly... I don't know anything about this invite. Like, I need to make a video for DC about my, like, expectations. Group A, Sandbox goes out. Right? Like, I guess. Group B. Fuck. Okay, hot take. SSG goes out. That's my hot take. Probably. Fuck. I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. One of these two guys, probably. I don't fucking know, right? CAG survives. Liquid survives. FaZe survives. Team C, Elevate. Again, that's just like the... I don't even know who these guys are. No offense. I don't know them. I have no idea who's playing on this roster. Official guy got... Didn't he retire yesterday? I don't know. They got players. In Group D, this team goes out. That's the last LATAM team. That's my only assumption. But tell me to rank who goes top 8, top 4. I honestly have absolutely no idea. I have no idea. Because it's like... And it's a good thing. There's nothing worse than saying, oh, G2's gonna win invite. Or EG G2 final. Empire G2 final. It's so annoyingly stupid. This is better. But I truly... I mean, I just don't know. Anyone could win. I think LATAM will do the best as a region, but besides that, I'm like, that's all I can say with confidence. My dream final for SI this year is Damwon Gaming and Rogue. Damwon Kia, my friend. Damwon Kia. They're no longer known as DWG. They're DWK. Damwon Kia. Damwon Kia and Rogue. My dream final for SI? Alright. My dream lineup for SI would be... Okay, in a way, it would be SSG Dark Zero because you have 3-time champions. Like Bosco has won invite twice, technically speaking, and so has Troy. Although Bosco was one on console, right? So that doesn't technically count, I guess. But that's NA. That's fucking boring. I think my dream final... What would it be? It would have to be crazy. I think it would be Damwon, Kia, or Cyclops. Like one of them. Against Liquid. Against Liquid? Like Damwon, Kia, Liquid, or CAG Liquid. I think that would probably be one of my favorite matchups. One, it would be a ridiculously crazy game. And two, Liquid is like the deserving team of the final, in my opinion. Liquid is probably the most deserving team of a win. Like, player-wise, attitude-wise, and what they've done for the scene that has never won anything big in recent time. Right? BDS obviously is a good one. BDS is like the best team in Europe for like 2 years straight. They have never won an international event. So they're obviously very deserving as well. I don't know who's going to go out in groups. Like, we can assume Sandbox Gaming and Elevate go out in their groups, but Damwon, Kia, and Cyclops, they're clearly not good enough to not make out our groups. Like, they're clearly good enough. So that means an NA team, an EU team, or a LATAM team goes out instead. So it's really putting me in a tough position. In a way, I think DC will do really good. And then in another way, I also think DC will do really bad. I think they'll do really good because I know they've been working super hard, putting in the hours, and I've seen some of their stuff in scrims, and what they're doing is pretty good. However, I'm also fearful that the more organized way of playing the game is less favorable for invitationals, because I think it's going to be very frag-oriented, just like Sweden was, just like Mexico was, because it's the same meta. Which means LATAM teams and APAC teams are thriving. And you would assume a team like BDS would thrive, but somehow they never do, which doesn't make sense. Like, I think, personally, I think TSM and SSG are going to have a rough time at Invite, personally. I think DC is 50-50, and I think Sonics is 50-50. But I don't expect any of the NA teams to do, like, super good. And the same thing kind of goes for EU. I really don't know about EU either. I really, really don't know. Sonic goes out in groups? I don't know if they do. I actually think Sonics might be the best. I mean, technically speaking on paper, Sonics is the best team in North America. They are. It's proven. And I also think Sonics has a really good shot at doing good for their region. The way they play the game, the playstyle and the gunners that they have. I'm really curious about Oxygen, because we haven't seen them play at 100%, because in Sweden they were missing Foxay. And I think Oxygen could be a really good team in this metagame. but we haven't seen them play, so it's hard to comment on. They weren't at NAL finals. They weren't at Sweden, or they were, but they're missing Foxy. So like, not really. And they clearly weren't trying. 2 players had COVID. Like, it was a mess. So I don't remember if this stat is correct, but I don't think SSG has won a best of 3 since they won Invite internationally. I don't remember if that's actually true, but I think it's something like that. Like, these guys have not won a best of 3 in so long. 0-2, 1-2. 0-2 Mexico Major. Like, these guys have not won a best of 3 in so long. 1-2. 2-7. That's a best of 1 in mind. 1-2, 1-2. Yeah. The last time they won a best of 3 was in fucking Dark Zero Pro AM. 1-2. 1-3. They've won this one. Still Series Rival Cup 2019. Yeah, we're far back. Like, they don't win best of 3s ever. So based off that, if we care about stats, SSG is not looking too hot, statistically speaking, which isn't a big deal, but, you know.